Welcome to Project Die Hard Mission Monday Update. My name is Sue Roscoff. I am an ambassador with Project Die Hard, and we are here every Monday night at 6:30 p.m. Central to find out the latest and greatest of what is happening in the world of Project Die Hard. We are all about bringing hope to veterans, and it is an important piece here to know what's all going on. And I know Brian is here with all sorts of updates for us. So, Brian Gibson, he is the founder and president of Project Die Hard, and he has prepared some info for us to share. So, I'm going to go ahead and bring him in. Brian, how are you today?
Oh, hanging in there, hanging in there. It's Motivation Monday.
Woohoo!
So, everybody, remember, stay motivated, keep going, right? We're still here in the fight for you. This is why we do this. This is why me and the team fight every day to grow this mission to make it the best that it can be. So, yes, it's Monday mission. Let me see if I can do this technology thing because, if I don't have a slide deck, I get lost in the sauce. Okay, there it is. And boom. All right. First thing we got to cover because it's Monday and it's the first Wednesday of the month this week. What does that mean? Fellowship breakfast, right? Yes, at the IHOP in Paducah, Kentucky, from 7 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. That's 0700 to 0930. Come break bread with heroes. Everybody's invited to come. Veterans get a free meal. Okay. Now, I got to bring this up. Become a patron today. Go to our website, scan the code so this event can keep going, bringing hope and growing this mission. The next big thing, because full transparency, we got invited to the Kentucky Veterans and Patriot Museum here in Wickliffe, Kentucky. If you blink, you're going to miss Wickliffe, but you need to come visit this museum. Sandy Hart, she started this museum, 14 years ago. I met her 12 years ago when I was still on active duty. Worked with her with a little thing at the local high school when the art teacher decided she wanted to make an American flag and art exhibit. That went over like a ton of bricks. But May 4th, 635 Phillips Drive, come sit a spell. Ask questions about the mission. We're going to be there. That's why we love getting invited to events. This helps grows the mission and gets us exposure. That leads to this slide. Help us bring hope. Host our mission. If you have an event you would like us to go set up at, this is what we'll do for you. We'll put your name there, your address, and what's going on, and we'll blast it out of our followers because we got a few and they show up. All right, this leads into the big thing we are working up to. It's the annual Fill the Can Challenge. Wow. Past week, really, really good. But with the new virtual cans, anybody can enter from anywhere and get your name on that trophy. Right? May 10th, we got to have your registration. So far, this is who we got. The defending champion, Sports Clips of Paducah, Kentucky. They're saying they're going to keep it. Hughes Market, one of our facility suppliers. This is their 7th year. Maybe this year they'll win it, but they keep fighting every year. Expressway Car Wash. Right? Now, this is new. You know the Disability Channel is a resource partner, right? But they have actually entered the Fill the Can Challenge this year. Yeah. I mean, look.
Awesome.
And again, it's a virtual can. They're not coming all the way down here to Paducah to get a can, right? But they're doing their part with a virtual can. The Kentucky Veterans and Patriot Museum, where we're going to be this Saturday, they've entered. Yes, this Saturday you can come and enter the Fill the Can Challenge. We'll have those entry forms there with the rules and everything. Cabin Connections of Paducah has entered, one of our facility suppliers. Now, here's where I know this year is going to be the great year. The Dallas-Fort Worth Veterans Chamber of Commerce has entered, and the Houston Regional Veterans Chamber of Commerce have entered. Third Day Coffee Seguin and Master Blaster Coffee have entered. This is where it's going to get interesting this year. Going head to head. Third Day Coffee Seguin and Master Blaster. They both are veteran owned and do coffee. You've heard of Richard Kaufman. We've been on his show. He's been on ours. You've heard of Zach Clayton. He's been on our show. We've been on his. These two podcasters are going head to head with a virtual can. Locally here in Paducah, Royal Oaks Chevrolet in Linwood Motors. We put out that call to our followers. They said we would like to see these two go head to head, and they stepped up. They're going head to head. We're still working on a few things on these head to heads on how we're going to track it and how we're going to keep everybody informed. And then, the two veteran chambers. Now, you can't decide where you want to go and put your money to count as your vote. You can go to any Paducah bank and say, I want to fill the can, and they know exactly what to do. We are so grateful for the Paducah Bank for stepping up to that. And of course, on all of our social media, we will have a special fundraiser for Fill the Can. This is the general fund. So when you give to that, at the end of it, we take that amount and we split it to all the participants, and it's put into their total, just to make it fair. That's the big thing that's going on.
It's huge. I love all this head-to-head competition. This is going to be fun to watch.
Oh, and again, people, if you enter and you want to call somebody out, let us know. Let us know. We'll shout them out. We'll shout them out. We will shout out, hey, these people are joining the fight. They're calling you out. right? So now we got to go into, I think, where today's discussion is going to be. You might want to bring Kurt back in on this one.
All right, we're going to bring him in. Welcome to the party here.
Oh, now we're getting serious, hey? So think of me.
Of course.
All right.
All right. Now, I try to be look, I'm no better than anybody else, but this weekend I was at an event talking to a veteran-owned business owner about our Fill the Can challenge. And our conversation was interrupted by a person. And in response to that person's statement, and I don't remember exactly, but it's like, you guys don't help veterans. Okay.
What?
Again, in response to that person's statement, and I'm doing it here publicly, I'm not calling out any names, right? But last year, 454 veterans received fellowship support and a free meal at our fellowship breakfast. We work with the blessings we receive. Do we wish we could do more? Of course.
Of course.
But that's just how it is. So I think this is going to be the discussion. I'll get rid of this screen and we'll bring us all back in. So as my two ambassadors, that's my response. What would your response be to that situation?
I guess I'd be trying to figure out why they would be thinking that. I don't understand what it's based on. How would somebody look at what Project Die Hard is and does and think at all that we're not doing anything for veterans? I'm a little confused. I feel like they had bad info because that's what the organization is all about.
Solid. Well, I look at it this way. Kurt, what's rule number 2?
We will not use the suffering of veterans to grow the mission.
There you go.
Yeah.
We will not use the suffering of veterans to grow the mission. The veterans we help, when they're ready to tell their story, they will. Until that day, hey, from day one, we've been upfront and honest, haven't we?
As far as I know.
Anybody
I've ever seen.
Anybody at any time can request the financial records. How many times have we called out people, come to Forward Operating Base Rush and see what we're doing?
Been this open invitation. Come on down.
Yeah. That's like the biggest thing we have to overcome. So team, since we don't have a guest, and I know we've all been covered up, and full transparency, let's throw that out there and say, okay, how do we get that message across better?
That's a great question. I think that's a piece of what we're doing here now. We are doing weekly updates so that people can know what, I mean, obviously you got to tune in, but we're making it easy to know what's going on. There's nothing hidden. There's no hidden agenda here. It's very clear what the mission is, and all the pieces point in that direction. So I guess as I look at the possibility of somebody having that perspective, it just tells me they haven't looked closely enough to really see what it is. Somehow they've jumped to some conclusion that does not make sense.
Yeah. I think well, no, because I can't think like other people. Maybe I think because what we do doesn't fit into that person's scope of what help should be.
Preconceived notion of what they think should be helpful. We all need different things. Maybe it is something where that person's looking at what the offer is and what this is and thinks they've got another idea. Well, welcome to the team. Let's use your thoughts and ideas and figure out how to implement that. Because I'm looking at, I got 3 of us in the room right now. We can't possibly come up with all of the awesome ideas all by ourselves. That's what you always say.
No.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
No.
We need more people. That's been a constant theme since forever, because it's a real thing.
It is. If you have an idea, join the team.
Yep.
We want to hear it. But beware, God will never leave the mission. We will never use the suffering of veterans to grow the mission. And there's no drugs or alcohol allowed in the mission. If you can work within those 3 parameters, join the team. Reach out to Sue. Reach out to Kurt. Right? You got something special to bring? Reach out to them.
Bring it.
Say, hey, I got this crazy idea. And they're going to listen. They might blow some holes in it. But they're the ones you got to go through to get to me. I'm sorry, folks. The pre-show, we were discussing that. I mean, no disrespect to anybody if I don't show up to a Zoom meeting that has 80 people in it, that we get, hi, I'm Brian from Project Die Hard. Please look. That's as much time as we get to talk about the mission. That doesn't grow the mission. That doesn't grow the mission. Hence the need for volunteers.
The more that we all can go out and share that as a piece of what we know and what needs to get out there, that's huge. Actually, if there are speaking opportunities where you could be of a more concerted effort of whatever that, if there's 80 people on the screen and you can talk for 15 minutes and share really what we all are doing here, bring it. Let us know where that is.
Well, and again, if you have a program, I think we've put this out enough. If you have a program or a message of hope, join us here on the Monday Mission Podcast, right? And hey, you never know. You could save a veteran's life, because we could be that avenue that they look at in the replay or here on live or wherever, that they find hope. That's I'll be honest with all of our past guests. I thank them for coming on. I personally don't know if it boosted their. I don't know. We don't track that. We say thank you, God bless for coming on to the show, and we have meaningful discussions. Sometimes we have fun, sometimes we don't.
I have fun.
I try to. Kurt, you're awful quiet over there, man.
Well, I want to make sure we're letting these points get out there in full because yeah, we're getting right into the heart of this organization, and this is really reflective of our operation and our philosophy and how it works. So, like saying we don't know if coming on this show, boosted anything for them. To me, it's like anything in life. You get out of it what you put into it. So in the last couple weeks, we cultivated a scenario with Debbie Hayes from Deb's Pets. And she contacted me, like you're saying, hey, Kurt, I've got this idea. And then, so we teased it out. We came with an approach and we brought it to you, Brian. And you were like, well, it all sounds good to do something just with our breakfast program. But what about just kind of taking, kind of what the program is and making Project Die Hard Santa approved. And so that's where we're at. We're Santa approved. So now, okay, we're Santa approved. So if we end up saying, well, we're not getting anything out of being Santa approved, well, you point the finger out, 3 point back at you. See, to me as an ambassador, just today, I was talking to a few groups today about how we're Santa approved, and that created, an invigorating approach to attract people to think about our mission. And, it might be a little gimmicky or whatever, but it works because when people are busy, things like this that help them keep track of this mission. If Santa helps people keep track of Project Die Hard, I'm interested, type of thing. And so the other side of it is when we have guests on the show, people could be guests on our show and they could go to their network and they could say, hey, take a look at the great work these folks are doing. And when they point people to us, the three of us, about what we're doing, and they were our guests, well, they ride on the coattails of that. Like, hey, take a look at what Kurt, Sue, and Brian are doing. But, oh, by the way, I was on the show. So, hey, listen to how I tell what I do, or listen to what I shared with them in that conversation. So it's all in, the action, out of sight, out of mind. If we don't bring it forward and we just let it collect cobwebs, then yeah, it's just going to be in the dark and nothing's going to come. But if we activate and do something about it, we can get a lot of mileage on it. Last year, we did a posting party. And so the idea was we had people come on and, everybody was posting on each other's things. So now all of a sudden, instead of just putting a post up and you're kind of on crickets with a comment, we're in a posting party, and that drew everybody participating to make a comment on our post. So that's a great style to do it here at Project Die Hard, because we're all the time saying, teamwork makes the dream work. And there was a posting party where we implemented that. We facilitated it to say, hey, look at what happens on LinkedIn when we all work together, to kind of make a comment and get the activity going, showing response, to that. And so that's a little bit of what these shows can be about, is everybody can take, instead of just viewing it and keeping it to ourselves, we can repost. We can take this, YouTube Live, the Facebook Live, and we can share it out. We can repost it. We can share it out on our timeline. And then all of a sudden our Facebook friends are seeing, Monday Mission or Mission Monday. And then same thing with YouTube. If we're on the YouTube and we can share that out to Twitter X, So that's the stuff that makes this work. And with somebody saying Project Die Hard isn't doing anything, then that becomes a focal point to say, where do we respond to that? To say, let's help Project Die Hard get more resources, because the mission of saving veterans' lives is something we agree with. Are we saying Project Die Hard doesn't do anything to try to say you might as well shut it down? Or, what's the point? So we can make the point to say, let's bring more support to Project Die Hard. That could become a very fruitful comment if we take it that next step.
You're right. The marketing team, they say all the time, comment on a Project Die Hard post, share with a comment. Just hitting the share button and not typing anything. Thank you, God bless if you do that. But if you write, look at these folks, or pray for these folks, or share this, you put a comment in there and the algorithm picks it up. Okay, I'm a little lax on that too for some of our people, and I'm trying to get better on it. But even people that say, dude, every time you watch me on a thing, you mention PDH. Yeah. I don't know who's watching us on live stream. Put a comment in there. We'll look at it. You want to hype an event? As long as it's veteran related, bring it. I mean, that's how it works. If we all talk about the issue, then the voice is stronger. If we're all into the mission of helping veterans, I might bring up another picture here. If I can remember where I put it. Well, it's out there on Facebook. Sue, check your email.
Ooh, Santa's telling me to check my email.
You made the naughty list. You made the naughty list. All right, let me look here, see if I can remember where I put that. Okay, that's where it's at. Let me go here, close that. Come here. Open this. Okay. I'm going to share this one because this is out on our net, right? This is out. In a nutshell, our contribution to saving veterans' lives are what? Facilities. Because together, everyone accomplishes more. Our ministry and resource partners get to use them at no cost. This way here, they save money. Veterans' lives get saved. And together, we all grow. We work with our resource and ministry partners. So when you donate to us, you're not just growing our mission, you're growing theirs too. Because they're going to have a facility on our property. I guess, does that wrap it up nice and neat for everybody?
I think so. And you know, we have a little bit of a surprise coming on in here. I know Santa's been watching us. He's watching all the good things going on here. He showed up. Did you know Santa's been watching that closely? He's here. Can we bring him in?
Bring them in.
Awesome. Welcome to the party. Santa Papa John is in the house. So glad you're here. How are you doing tonight?
I am doing awesome, and I'm listening to you guys, and you know, Brian's getting a little bit frustrated, I think so, but I gotta tell him. Hang on, let me just change screens here. I have been telling quite a few people this week that you guys are now part of the family. You've been Santa approved, and they go, "Hey, we know that organization. We've heard about that organization. So don't get frustrated. The word is getting out, brother." And I've talked to a few people from Kentucky, even. Hey, I've heard about those guys. They're doing some good things. So.
That's
I
I just
awesome.
wanted to jump in and share that I've been hearing some positive things that are going on, and don't get frustrated that nobody's listening.
Oh no, brother. It's not that they're listening. It's the ones that I'm just going to say they need to be on the naughty list.
We might be able to do something, and what you're saying is they're maybe not quite digging in their pockets as enough as they should be.
No, my daddy taught me if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all.
Oh, there you go. But I understand. I can read between the lines because my elves and my reindeer taught me that one a long time ago. Besides, Mrs. Claus likes to smack me upside the head every now and then so that I can read between the lines.
Yeah. There's here. Yeah. If you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all.
So I'll say it for you, ladies and gentlemen out there that you're watching or you're listening to us. This wonderful organization needs you to fill the kettles. We need you to donate into the restaurants or even straight into the bank accounts or the credit unions. Is there some of the banks have directly set up? Did I remember that, Brian?
Yes, for our Fill the Can challenge.
Fill the can, yep. And
Yep,
we've got even some prizes that for people that donate or businesses that donate the correct amount or the most amount will get maybe a little bit of a thank you gift. And so everybody out there in network land or computer land, whatever we want to call it tonight, dig deep. This is a very worthwhile good cause to fill the can and fill the pot because it's going to go to a worthwhile cause.
Well, you're right. I was amiss. I did not bring up again.
And it's not just Kentucky. It's not just Milwaukee.
No.
It's not Wisconsin. We are, if I remember right now, let me see. I'm going to check my list here. We're in Dallas and Houston, and I think we're got somebody in Atlanta or Georgia down that way, if I remember right. Maybe not.
We have Dallas, Fort Worth, Houston Veteran Chamber of Commerce going head to head.
Yep.
We have Zach Clayton, Community Pay It Forward podcast, and Vertical Momentum, Richard Kaufman's podcast. One is in Colorado, one is in New Jersey. They're going head to head.
They're going to head to head.
Yeah. Third
Yeah,
Day
like-
Coffee is in Seguin, Texas. Master Blaster is in Tennessee. So, yeah, they're going head to head virtually. Yeah.
So worthwhile, good-hearted competition to help the overall pitcher win.
Yeah, this is a competition. That trophy is that's our traveling trophy.
There you go.
If you win it, you get my smiling face to come and present your trophy to you. And you get to hold on to that bad boy for the next year.
That's an amazing competition with an amazing finish line. Correct, Kurt?
Sure, I think the camel.
It is. Boy, what a thing to have Brian show up at your door. So it kind of reminds me of like you won the clearinghouse sweepstakes type of thing,
No, I'm not that pretty. Okay, but I did forget to bring this up during the brief on it. What do people win? What can you win if you win this challenge? Of course, your name goes on the trophy that I will deliver. But you're going to get featured as the 24 champion on our resource partner, the Disability Channel. They reach approximately 1.2 million people every week worldwide.
That is pretty amazing.
So that is worth entering. Locally here, if you're going to be in our neck of the woods, Dr. Jeff, Greg Dunker, they work at our local radio station that helps us. They scrounged up 4 tickets to George Jones and Tammy Wynette.
Ooh, there's some serious classics.
There you go.
But I think there's something missing on that poster.
Yeah.
I think there should be a Santa Papa John picture on there because he's going to donate a free birthday video.
There you go, folks.
Awesome.
It just got better.
A free happy birthday video from Santa Papa John.
That's amazing. And
Yeah.
I got to add one to the mix here because a lot of people don't know this necessarily, but with the Disability Channel, we do have Disability Channel, the TDC Today Show. We do have our USA team, which includes me and Kurt and Denise Vargas. We lovingly call her Diva, DE for Denise, VA for Vargas.
Yeah.
Yep.
And when Denise and I were co-hosting the episode this last week, and we were talking about the Fill the Can Challenge. And we were talking about all the head-to-head challenges going on. And you know where that led to? Denise and I are going head-to-head in this competition as well. So that is the plan here. We are actually going to be going head-to-head together in this, and we are going to continue this challenge. So we were both saying, are we going to get Brian to visit us? Who gets to have Brian visit? Which one of us is going to do if we can beat all these other ones? And actually, I think we lost Brian.
Okay. Repeat. Somehow I got kicked.
What did you do? You briefly got on the naughty list there and vanished.
I gave him a surprise and he couldn't handle it. He had to dismount.
So Denise Vargas, I believe you know her.
Yeah, we know Denise. She's great people.
So she and I were co-hosting the TDC Today Show last weekend, and we were talking about the Fill the Can Challenge on that program. And one thing led to the next as we're talking about the head-to-head challenges, and she and I looked at each other and said, it's on. She and I are going head-to-head in the competition here, and we're putting our hat in the ring for Fill the Can Challenge. So you now have another one to add to the mix.
Woot, woot, woot. Awesome.
So wait a minute. Now you're
You're gonna have to start writing notes because you got now four major challenges going crisscross across the country so far.
no. That's all on an Excel spreadsheet. I'm just trying to figure out individuals.
Mm.
See, okay, this is how my mind works. Sue Raskoff, congratulations. You won the championship. You raised the most money.
So we would be World of Ability. And then she is Live Creatively.
Okay, so those those who are entering, because when you start bringing people into it, that brings a whole nother level of. Okay, so we need to set up something, and I'll reach out to all of our head-to-heads.
We need to shake the bells to get the competition actually going.
I think we'll reach out to our head-to-heads. We'll say, hey, do you think we should do them on the Monday night, or do you think we should do a special one?
Ooh. Mm.
Where we highlight our head-to-head people.
Because I feel like your perspective of this stuff is
I think
like,
we could do it on here.
I just don't
Yeah.
I act differently.
Yeah, let's do it on the Monday one. See what happens. If it grows to something where we need an extra format, we could always edit on. But let's get it started with highlighting them here.
Okay.
Just because you have different reactions.
So I'll let you guys handle Denise. Get her booked on. So I can be the fly on the wall when these two talk smack. I love it. I love it.
There you go.
We,
Hey, wait a second. Wait a second.
What was that? Sorry.
Santa, you got any contacts with the Easter Bunny? 'Cause that would be a cool one. If Santa called out the Easter Bunny.
I know a few Easter bunnies, yes, and they've gone in for their long summer nap already because they were chased around the cottontail tree like you wouldn't
Yeah, I
believe.
know.
So
I was just thinking
yeah, you were thinking out loud that could be very interesting, right?
that would be very interesting. Santa Claus versus the Easter Bunny on a fill the can.
Unbelievable. Can't let him outside of the office, can we?
Nope.
Santa, you should see some of the emails they wake up to.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because when I'm up at 2:30 in the morning and things roll through my head, I'm like and shoot it off to the team. And usually about 1:00, I start getting the replies of, "What are you smoking now?"
Did you forget to take your good night's pills so you could get some sleep?
Oh, no, brother. My team knows this, but I'm going to bring it out.
I fully understand where you're going with it.
I got notified Saturday that I lost another brother that I served with in Iraq to the demon.
Not good. Not good. I'm sorry about that. And that just should fire us up even more to say, what is your saying for Wednesday? Contact Wednesday or
Touching Tuesday.
Touching Tuesday.
That's tomorrow.
I think we just got to make a bigger list so that we can reach out and say, you know what? You're not forgotten. You are a somebody. You are loved. You are cared for. We want to hear from you. We love to hear you whining and bitching, complaining. Oh, and maybe if you want to say hi too, that's okay. You can do that too. But I think whatever we can do to reach out and touch our fellow veterans and say hello, I think it needs to be stepped up. And I don't know where to go with this, but
Hey guys, look, Santa's telling you.
yep.
Human contact.
It doesn't have to be face to face. It can be over the phone.
A text, a phone call, even a Facebook message. Hey, how you doing?
Yep, absolutely.
Just something to reach out. What breaks my heart is I find out through a third channel that this happened.
Yeah.
So, am I at fault? Yes. But I haven't talked to this man since 2003.
Uh-huh.
We weren't that close because of my rank, his rank, his platoon, my section, we weren't, but we were in the same unit and we served the same
big
ground.
is a unit in a normal circumstance?
My battalion had 640 of us in there.
So why don't Project Die Hard for one get that list of the remaining people that was in your platoon, and we will start with that group, making it a conscious effort to reach out to every one of them once a month.
I will reach out and I'll see if I can gather that information.
I mean, that would be a very big initiative to start with. And then we find the next group as our volunteer base grows so that we can have particular platoons that we can reach out to say, we are here, we are supporting, we are caring, and we want to know how our organization can help, if it's just a lending ear or if it's a shoulder, or possibly set up some potential services down the road. But
True.
You have some brothers and sisters that you were arm in arm, shoulder to shoulder with. And I think that would be a very good initiative to start with that group of men and women to start this initiative. I think that would be a very worthwhile start. Because now you're not just blindly reaching out to XYZ. Hey, these are our leaders' platoon members, and we're starting off with them. We're going to reach out to every one of them. If possible. That's the key sentence right there.
If it's possible, I know I can encourage, because I'm still in good contact with the other leaders of that unit, because I was a leader in that unit, right?
Yep.
I know I can encourage them, hey, I'll check your guys. I'll check my guys. And we'll check each other.
Yep. What do you think, Sue and Kurt?
think that's amazing. And honestly, with reaching out like that too, to let them know that this resource exists, that Project Die Hard is here. I can only assume there's a lot of them that aren't aware of it yet. And maybe they know somebody who really is, this is exactly what they're looking for. This is what they need. Or they might be the next resource partner. Maybe they're at a stage in life where they are our next Santa Papa John hopping in and helping us out.
Again, this is how it works. Yeah, guys, Santa Papa John is a resource partner of ours. We made his list. He made our list. Okay. To get Santa certified, his elves worked overtime with all of our background. Where
It was a little, sketchy, but we let him slide.
Yeah, but it's the same thing though when we say Santa Papa John here is a resource partner of Project Die Hard. Folks, use Santa Papa John. Use them. Yes. His video messages are great. His birthday greetings, his happy holiday things are great. Use them. You're supporting a person, an entity, whatever you want to call, that cares about veterans and believes in our mission. So, Project Die Hard followers, like, follow, share Santa Papa John. That's all you can do. Do it, but use them. Tell your business owners, hey, this guy's a great Santa. Let's have him at our next Christmas party. You see how that works, folks? I don't know. Am I wrong?
Nope, you're absolutely correct.
You're nailing it.
Okay, one check onto the brownie list. That's good. It's still on the negative side, but he's working on the positive side.
Yeah, well, again, folks, this is how it works. If you have a program, a message of hope, something to help us save a veteran's life, reach out to us. Sue, what's your email?
So easy. It's Susan at projectdiehard.org.
Kurt?
Kurt, K-U-R-T, at projectdiehard.org.
Reach me, ambassador at projectdiehard.org. And then you're going to talk to one of these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's no disrespect to anybody here, folks. It's not. But you saw the events that are coming up. Volunteer. We need more volunteers. Because Project Die Hard will be in Waycliff, Kentucky on the 4th. If I have to go set up that whole display by myself, so be it.
There's
I know if
somebody around that's local that can come and lend a hand and enjoy the event with you.
Yeah, I know if you guys live closer, you would be there. I know that. I know when an organization invites us to an event up in your neck of the woods, I am not coming ice fishing. Get off it.
It's okay.
We'll just drag him on the ice and say, hold the rod. I mean, it's not going to hurt you.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
He'll come when it's warm out and we can go water skiing.
Oh, wait, what was the topic today, Kurt? Watermelon skiing.
Yeah,
Yep.
there we go. Now
Watermelon skiing, that would be an event.
I want to see pictures.
Okay, okay. Let's talk about this water skiing thing. I'm going to give an assignment to my 2 water skiers here. You know where Forward Operating Base Rush is, right?
Mhm.
Makanda, Illinois. I would like you to pull up Google Maps or Google Earth and find a lake, because we got a few, that can accommodate a water skiing event for our veterans.
Awesome.
But don't ask Die Hard to run it, because I know nothing about a water skiing event.
That's what we do.
Well, that's what you do, but if you come down here representing Project Die Hard, you guess what side you're working on, right? But that's just my thing. You have a great network up there. Let's set up a time to talk with them. Let's see, hey, let's take this to Southern Illinois. You guys may be the capital, but
There's other places too.
yeah,
Road trip
Road trip.
again,
without the sleigh.
again,
Sleigh doesn't go very good on water.
again, folks.
Been there, done that.
This is how it works. This is a call out to all those veteran organizations that take my brothers and sisters for a weekend of fishing or hunting or things like that. Reach out and talk to us. Forward Operating Base Rush will have a retreat center that will house 24 veterans for a weekend. And we're not going to charge you anything to bring those veterans there to take them hunting or fishing. Resource partner. Because we're not going to take them hunting or fishing. We know nothing about that stuff. I have to go. There's a bug in my house flying like a bat. Maybe it is a bat.
We've all been there. It's amazing what a fishing net will do.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But yeah. I guess, did we kill an hour?
We did. Well, I was only here for a little bit, but I watched a little bit as I was doing other things. And I thought I better jump on and say hi.
Hey, Santa, you are welcome anytime you want to jump on. Okay?
Appreciate that.
You are welcome anytime. But with that, Santa, we'll start with you. Any closing messages?
Oh, any closing messages? Ladies and gentlemen, you see a veteran, you hear a veteran, you know a veteran, go say hi to them. Don't forget that maybe they don't have a lot of friends around, but they need someone to say hi to. Maybe they not a lot of conversation, but at least go say hi to them, shake their hands, and at least say, thank you for your service, sir. And fill the can. That's our next big one. Fill the can. Santa's orders, fill the cans. And we got some big competitions. And there's going to be a new addition to the poster for winners. A happy birthday video is going to be thrown in to the mix as part of the competition winnings. So I'm proud to be part of this organization, and I'm proud to represent it when I talk to other people about it. So thanks for having me on, and everybody, let's you got some homework, Brian. Not that you don't have any homework on the best of the weeks, but you got homework. I think we're going to start off with your platoon, and I think that's a very good start. And why you guys hadn't thought of that prior to this, bad. But we're working on it. We share ideas. The bigger the story gets, the more ideas will be able to be accomplished.
So true. Sue, closing remarks.
And you said it exactly, because we've got the few of us here now. We can't possibly have all of the amazing ideas yet. We need more people, more hands, more. We need more. This is a growing organization. This is just the beginning, and there's so many good things yet to come. I'm excited to see what's coming, and you can be part of it. So please reach out to us, reach out to your veteran friends, reach out. It's right in front of you. So don't hesitate. Go do it now.
Kurt.
Wow, what a great show. What a great conversation. This is community organizing in action. Teamwork makes the dream work. Everybody can play a role. This is an all hands on deck initiative. So start making that contact list, write it down so you have it in mind wherever you are, whatever you do. Think of your churches, your other nonprofits that would want to collaborate with us, your educational institutions, your other government agencies, all your businesses, and all the fun things you do. We hope you can keep our veterans in mind all throughout the day, every day. And yes, communicate with me. I'm here as Ambassador Project DieHard Kurt, K-U-R-T, at projectdiehard.org. Thank you for everything you do out there, and thanks for watching and listening. Back to you, Brian.
All right, brothers and sisters. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And God bless everybody that supports us. Thank you. And God bless my team for doing everything they do. Brothers and sisters, do not give up this fight. You are too important. You are too important. You got this. If we can make it through what we've been through and we come out the other end, we may not be the same, but we did something. Don't give up. With that, we will see you next week, and hopefully we'll have a really even better show when we get some of these head-to-head people to come on and talk smack. With that, Sue, take us out.
Excellent. Well, can't thank you guys enough. We are here every Monday night for the Project DieHard Mission Monday update, 6:30 p.m. Central. You can catch us live on YouTube, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, and all of our outlets. So please look for us, like, share, subscribe, and we are so looking forward to seeing you back here next week. And as always, we thank you.